Have you ever come across a jellyfish and wondered why it glows? Well, that's not the only thing they do that's mysterious. They have secret lives that we are just now discovering. And it's all because of this. Jellyfish have stinging cells. Some are more painful than others, but all are capable of injecting a venom into their victims. It's a defense mechanism that helps protect them from being eaten. But there is one part of their life cycle where they are particularly vulnerable. When jellyfish reproduce, they create these little bundles of cells called blastocysts. And for a while, the blastocysts are carried around by ocean currents. They're at the mercy of the elements, and anything that swims by could eat them. So, in some species, the blastocyst develops a way to defend itself. They create stinging cells. And here's where things get strange. The stinging cells aren't like the ones the adult jellyfish will have. These cells actually inject a glowing green substance into other animals. Scientists think this might be a way for the jellyfish to find other jellyfish to reproduce with. Or it may even be a way for the unfertilized eggs to find their way into the stomachs of zooplankton, where they can develop into male and female jellyfish, which will then mate and produce offspring. That offspring will grow up to be more jellyfish, and the cycle of stinging, glowing, and maybe eating plankton will continue. Jellyfish can also glow when they're stressed out or in pain. This makes sense. If you're in danger, you want to be able to send a signal to other animals so they know to stay away. But some jellyfish seem to do it just for fun. Take the crystal jelly, for instance. It lives in the cold waters of the Pacific Ocean from Japan to Alaska. When it's under 32 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 0 degrees Celsius, the jellyfish starts to glow blue. As it gets warmer, the glow gets brighter until it's almost white. Then, as it cools down again, the color shifts towards green. Scientists don't exactly know why the jellyfish does this, but they think it might have something to do with camouflage. The water's surface reflects the colors of the sky. So if the jellyfish can match those colors, it'll be harder for predators to spot them. Off the coast of Australia, there's another jellyfish that loves to glow. It's called the moon jelly, and it often washes up on beaches after a heavy storm. The moon jelly has a more predictable pattern. It glows whenever it's exposed to UV light, like from the sun. We're not sure why, but it could be a defense mechanism to protect them from the harsh environment on land. But no matter why they do it, scientists are still pretty jazzed about the moon jelly's glowing abilities. Researchers used a special camera to take pictures of the living moon jellies. Then they used a different camera to take pictures of the dead ones. What they found was that the living jellies glowed a bright green, while the dead ones glowed red. Scientists think this might mean that the moon jelly glows to warn predators that it's alive and not worth trying to eat. And finally, there's the weirdest jellyfish of all, the one that glows just for the heck of it. It's called a Rhizostoma pulmo, and it lives in the Mediterranean Sea. Scientists have never seen this jellyfish glow in the wild. It only does it in captivity. Maybe it's just lonely and wants to put on a show. Or maybe it's trying to tell us that it needs a friend. All of these glowing jellyfish live thousands of miles away from the places where humans can see them. But every so often, one of these magical creatures ends up in a fisherman's net or a scuba diver's photo. And every time it happens, scientists learn a little bit more about the secret lives of jellyfish and their mysterious glow. So next time you're at the beach, keep an eye out for glowing jellyfish. You might just see one for yourself. And if you do, be sure to share what you saw in the comments below.